Good morning, Pokefans. Welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Matt, and we're going to continue our season rank climb using a team that we built from scratch. On the screen before you, you have Kyogre. Now, Kyogre is being retrained. I won't release the list of sets yet. It is coming. I want to test this out before I officially put it out there. And I've been doing a lot of testing on Showdown, because I can actually use the same computer to be able to battle and stuff like that. Like, yes, it sucks that I am using it myself, right? I'm battling against myself. What I want to do primarily is just to see how much things change during certain interactions. So I have a battle set of like Pokemon that I know that are going to be confrontational. Like, I have Rillaboom with like the max attack, just so that I know that whatever damage that he's going to do is going to be the maximum amount that possibly could happen. And I have it versus against a Pokemon that I'm trying to test for, just to make sure that the math actually works. Because if I go on any of the battle calculations, they look good on paper, but then when I put them into practice, they don't look great at all. Like, there was a fight that I had with a brand new set that I was working on for Urshifu. Now, Urshifu's newest set, and I'll go ahead and spoil this one just because I can. The new set that I'm working with is the 156 in HP, 252 in attack, 4 in defense, 76 in special defense, and 20 in speed. And the initial thing that it was going to be used for is the Assault Vest. I wanted him to be able to survive not only Shadow Rider Calyrex, but Ice Rider Calyrex. I can't do anything against Miraidon, so I didn't look at that. But I wanted to be able to survive against Groudon, Kyogre. Kyogre still does quite a bit of damage to me, and so on and so forth. The big Pokemon I had to worry about was like Ogerpon, Rillaboom, Raging Bolt, so on and so forth. Even Fluttermane if I wasn't Terra. So I've been looking at sets all day and trying to figure out a way that I can combat against the more bulkier sets, because my set being the 252 in attack, 252 in speed with the Scarf, meaning that I was faster than Calyrex's, but what I thought that I would be able to KO a lot of them. If they invest quite a bit into HP, I can't KO any of them. And that seems to be where everyone's shifting the goalpost for Shadow Riders, which means that I have to figure out a way to combat that normalcy. And I have to move items around, I have to move sets around just so that I can kind of combat that. So the team has changed drastically. Well, I shouldn't really say drastically. I took out Urshifu to bring in Golden Go. We're doing this so that I have 3 special attackers, 3 attackers. Golden Go is really, really good and can counter most fairy type Pokemon, can do it very, very well. It has the same set that we did before, and I might have mentioned it. I'll put it in the next video if I haven't, because I don't have the resources in front of me to tell you what it is. And we're bringing out Koraidon again. We're bringing him back because I don't have anything built specifically for Groudon as of yet, and I want to be able to still run some sort of weather. Now, I don't have Miraidon to play with him, so he's out of the equation. Now, I don't have to use Koraidon. I could literally use Zamazenta or Zacian. Either one of these is perfectly fine. I don't want to use Terapagos. I think Terapagos and me don't really work really well. But in what I'm trying to do, like with the Zamazenta and the Zacian sets and stuff like that, like they're pretty self-explanatory. I think they're 252 in their design stat and like HP or speed or something like that. Zamazenta, I think, is HP and defense. Yes. Just so that I can take advantage of body press and wide guard and stuff like that. And I also get a +1 in defenses as well. I didn't go for iron defense just because the +1 is mostly going to do it for me. And it does offer quite a bit, but it is countered by a lot of different Pokemon. Same with Zacian. Zacian gets a +1 in physical attack, and it's attack and speed, I believe. Yeah. And this one is Jolly, while the other one I think is Impish. I might be wrong in that, but it lowers down its special attack, doesn't really do anything. But yeah, that's what I currently have for these two. Like I said, I can use Zacian outside of Koraidon and stuff like that. I just wanted to have something to be able to use that wasn't going to be crippled by some sort of effect. Now, me saying that, knowing that Koraidon's here, I can easily boost up not only Fluttermane, but like Ogerpon and stuff like that. I have been looking at Ogerpon stuff. I actually posted 2 unused sets on the Discord if you guys want to join there. Guys can find that in the description. But some of the research that I've been trying to do is like based around HP. Now, I mentioned that in the previous video that I was going to start investigating and investing more into HP to create a little bit more of a bulkier set. And the more and more that I delved into that, I found out that sometimes they don't even work. Remember I was telling you about Urshifu with like the assault vest was still getting one-shotted by Fluttermanes with the booster energy, even though it had assault vest. It felt like it didn't matter what I did, it was still getting KO'd. Raging Bolt, even though it had, like this one is, I think 2, no, it's actually got all over the place. Yeah, it's all over the place. This set for Raging Bolt is, it's weird. It's a weird set. It's not built to do as much damage, but it can, and it literally knocked out Urshifu with Thunderclap with the assault vest on. So I'm like, how does assault vest work on one way and then it doesn't work another way? I had Urshifu with 252 HP. Like it just for some reason just didn't work. So I think part of that resistance has to do with typing, and that's why I'm rebuilding Kyogre to be something completely different. I'm not going to invest completely into its speed stat. It does have some, but it's not going to be like 156 how it was before. This one's going to be much less, and that's because it's under Tailwind. It will outspeed Shadow Riders. It will underspeed its own stuff, so if people use Trick Room, then it won't be like the last person attacking, but it's just another person I can use to just get that under speed. So I'm looking and I'm investing and I'm trying to see what the best course of action is. Oh boy, I just looked at it. So I'm so sorry, but I just had to fill in what I was doing like all weekend, besides the fact that I worked like a while on Saturday and we had daylight savings kick in, so I lost an hour and woke up way later than I should have for Sunday. But yeah, that's all I really have. We're going to continue our investigation into like bulk and figuring out if all Pokemon can benefit from that, if it's just certain types will benefit from that. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll see and find out what happens. For now, let's get into our fights. We're going to do 5 and see how everything goes. So wish me luck. And let's get to it. Okay, we have Ice Rider Calyrex, Urshifu, Roaring Moon, Landorus Incarnate, Fire Ogerpon, and Mungus. I forgot to come up with some sort of resource or management against Trick Room teams, or whether or not that it would be beneficial. Now, these are multi-speed tier teams with Roaring Moon, which can do Tailwind and boost up everyone else's speed, and Ice Rider, creating a way that would benefit them a whole lot. The cool thing is they don't really have a way to stop priority, so I think we'll be fine there. I'm not sure what the thing is going to be. Rhydon and Xianhao. That's what I'll bring. Right now the Terra type is going to be on Koraidon, which is still Terra Fire. We do this so that if we had Flame Charge, we would have a huge benefit from it. Would get a 2x boost instead of a 1x or a 1. No, set up a 1x because Koraidon is a dragon fighting type. Okay. So we have Ogerpon and Ogerpon and Ice Rider versus Fluttermane and Tornadus. Okay, so what I want to do, boost energy, so I move first. I'm gonna go ahead and Bleak Wind Storm, and I'm gonna Dazzling Gleam. Because the Follow Me could come out. It does seem like the best option for them so they can set up Trick Room. I'm not doing Tailwind in the event that that's what they're going to bring out first. There's the follow me, so we kind of guessed that. Dazzling Gleam. Big Windstorm hits both. Does not take down the Ogre Pawn. Drops their speed though, but here comes Trick Room. Glacial Lance. No Trick Room to be spoken of. Tornadus lives because of the Sash. It's a Grenade boost. Go and bring out Koraidon. Ah. The Sun. And the Storm. Yeah. This is the best course of action that I can do. Tornadus is going to go down here. They probably have Roaring Moon in the back, but I'm going to take down their Legend, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. So here comes the Follow Me. Legend Course. Hits the Ogre Pawn. Storm hits. Single target. Oh, that's a lot, but it does not get the KO. There's the Trick Room. Alright, I'm gonna bring out this. Taunt and protect. Because I'm going to lose Tornadus here. Terra goes over there. Makes it Fairy. Not bad. Protect. On. On Puff. That's too much. That's too much. Also, Pollen Puff. Pollen Puff. Why do you forsake me so? But now Spore can't work. Rage Powder can't work. So we are set decently well. The problem is it's going to take down this. Yeah, I figured that's what they were gonna do. Heal him up to full. 9 horsepower. Takes down Koraidon. Chilling Yay. Now there was an option to remove Tailwind or Trick Room being activated, and I didn't use it at all. I didn't. And that's more my fault. Out comes Landorus. Trick Room has 2 more turns. protect. High horsepower. Pretty sure this is their game. I don't think I have enough. It's 1v2 and I'm weaker. Let's see if we get lucky. Come on, double. The 33% chance. Hey, let's go. It may not matter, because that's a +3. But if I can take down Landorus, it wouldn't be that bad. Dang it. I was like, oh, if I take down Landorus, it won't be that bad. Nope. Nope. Power. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It does not matter. I had one chance of taking down Ice Rider, and I did not do it. If I would have stopped Trick Room, it would have changed differently. But that's why that team had 2 different tiers. Like, you had your slow tier that could work within or without Trick Room, and then you had your faster Pokemon that can work within or without Trick Room. Obviously, with me being 205, I'm not going to outspeed Landorus. It's way slower. Definitely not outspeeding Ice Rider, but there's not a whole lot that I can do. Okay, we have Zacian, Weezing. Ooh, Regigigas. Okay. Tornadus, Chien-Pao, and Water Ogerpon. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Okay. I'm actually kind of stoked because I kind of want to see what Regigigas is going to do. I also know what it's not going to do. I know what it's not going to do. Weezing's going to turn off my ability. So I could still bring out Tornadus, use Chien-Pao, Rhydon. I think Ogerpon is the choice of actions here. Yeah, I think that's going to be it. If I bring in Fluttermane, I don't know how it's going to turn out. I know that Golden Go is not, is not going to be super powerful, but could still be useful. But I don't think it'd be as useful as I would like it to be. Weezing and Regigigas. Neutralize the gas. You're normal. You're poison. So let's go ahead and taunt you. And Sacred Sword Regigigas. That's almost a one-shot. No toxic, none of that for you. Rip. Tornadus lives because of Sash. That's Life Orb. No. Oh, Will-O-Wisp. Could not do it. Could not do it. I don't think I should risk it. In the back. I'll risk it. Should be fine. Terra. Probably gonna go to Regigigas. Or it could go to Weezing. Nope, Regigigas. Okay. Make it Ghost. I mean, that wasn't a bad call on their part. Nice spinner. Into the Weezing. I'm gonna hit it for just a little bit more. Liquid Storm, please hit Regigigas. I missed both? Let's go. Dang it. Dang it. Man, that was a good strat until it wasn't. No, they're not. Oh, did it not knock itself out? It's like, oh, did it knock itself out? Nope. Close. No cigar. So close. No cigar. Come on out, Ogerpon. Come on out, Horizon. Going Ironhead you, and I'm gonna Ivy Cudgel. Yeah, I'm gonna Ivy Cudgel you. I didn't need to use Tornadus. Like no Tailwind. They didn't look like they were gonna start do that strat anyway. Okay, Regigigas protects. I'm okay with that. Iron Head. Iron Cudgel into Easy. That's a crit. That's a KO. Ooh, slow start. Breaking the mold, and I have the sun. And Regigigas is now going slow. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, ba, ba. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do when I come for you? What you gonna want? Out comes Ogerpon. Okay. I'll go ahead and collision course there. And you know what? I'm just gonna go after the Ogerpon. Why not? Regigigas can't really do anything. Not at the moment. And okay. I was gonna say I'm gonna KO this Ogerpon unless they do something. And I just crit it. This random crit. Jesus. And I still have my Terra. I think I'm free to Terra now, because the reason why I didn't is because of Ogerpon. Shiny, let's go. That's it. It's in one of them balls. It's in one of them balls. The Cherish Ball. Cherish Ball. They were given out in GameStop, so it's shiny. So can't blame people for picking that up. I know I wanted one. Behemoth Blade is a master. Ooh, not bad. Collision Quartz. Pop. Not bad. Here comes Ivy Cudgel. And down goes Zacian. Let's go. Let's go. I apologize if it sounds like I don't have a whole lot of energy. When daylight savings came in, I not only lost an hour, but I overslept. Like my body's used to waking up in a certain amount of time, and I just slept most of Sunday. So like, even though it's Sunday night, Monday morning, but when you guys see this, it'll be Monday morning. I had done so much sleeping Sunday, it's not even funny. So much. I was so tired. I cannot wait for this weekend. Cannot wait. All right, we've got Whimsicott, Miraidon, Urshifu, Iron Leaves, no, Incineroar, and Iron Hands. You know, over the weekend, we had the Vancouver Regional, happened, and people were talking about the World Champions team, and I didn't put it together, but a lot of people are grabbing Louis' team, who won the 2024 World Championship, and is kind of figuring stuff out with the Pokemon. And like, I did not know that, didn't even put that together until just now. So at least during the weekend, it was really interesting. Like, oh, no wonder I kind of struggle against it. We're gonna do Tornadus, Chiampao. No, let's do Flutter Maiden instead. Chiampao and Koraidon. Because I need to take away the field, so I need to figure out how I'm gonna take away the field without sacrificing a lot. I will probably need to take one hit off of Tornadus, if possible, but we'll see. Whimsicott, Miraidon. It's Tornadus and Flutter Maiden. Okay. Speed was heightened. I'm gonna go ahead and get Tailwind started and Moonblast the Miraidon. If I have to sacrifice Fluttermane here, that's not that bad of a trade. I think if they're going to Terra, make it Fairy, maybe Lightning or something else. Terra X on Miraidon. They don't. Okay. So Light Screen then? No, I'm just faster than Whimsicott. Interesting. Moonblast to the Miraidon. That's almost a one-shot. Electro Drift to Tornadus. I survive with 1 HP. I taunt the Whimsicott, and then I Dazzling Gleam just to kind of spread the damage. Pop the Sash on the Whimsicott if it has one. If it's got the Mental Herb, obviously I can't stop it. But I won I either outsped or won the 50-50. But they withdrew, figured out what's going to happen. They kind of took a lot out of that first hit. Incineroar, which does nothing on my side for the Intimidate, which is totally cool. They also can't Fake Out next turn because I'm just going to say no to that. So I won for Taunt. Could not Encore after that. Okay. I'm going to Protect here. And I'm going to Moonblast into Whimsicott slot. Okay, they didn't do the switch. I thought they were going to, but apparently they didn't do the switch. There's a Fake Out goes in Tornadus. I'm just going to hit Whimsicott with a Moonblast. It's not enough to get the KO. Gets pretty close though. Moonblast to my own Fluttermane. One Storm and Moonblast. Gonna hit this cat. Incineroar. Incredible Pokemon. Swap some Whimsicott. Here comes Iron Hands. Oh, Urshi. Oh. Blast. Storm. Brings it. Brings that sucker down to a Sash. Drops Incineroar speed. U-turns off Incineroar. Okay. So who are you gonna bring out? Whimsy? Oh, Miraidon. Okay, Tailwind's gone. So is theirs. It's gonna bring out Chiampao. Go and Sucker Punch you and Moonblast you. Sucker Punch. Down goes Urshifu. And Moonblast to take down Miraidon himself. Fluttermane, who's been out there the entire time since the beginning, has effectively ruined everything that this person's been trying to do. Oh boy. I don't know what it is. I'm just on a roll. That's all I'm saying. I'm just on a roll. Out comes Whimsy. And out comes Incineroar. Now Intimidate actually does hurt Chien-Pao here. But I'm going to go ahead and just protect. And I'm just going to Dazzling Gleam because they can't fake out Fluttermane. Now I could use my Terra on Chien-Pao, but I don't really think I need to. I'm at 307, and even with Tailwind, I don't think anyone on that side is going to beat it. Okay, fake out goes into Chien-Pao, which protects. Encore. Nice. Chien-Pao. Do they not know? They probably don't. They probably haven't figured that out yet. Oh, they probably haven't. So they'll figure it out in another match. Darks are immune to pranksters. Flop, Moonblast into Incineroar. It goes down. Let's go. And I win. Not bad. Them not Terra Miraidon, I think hurt them in the long run because I just chunked a lot of their forces down. I took too much resources from them to where if they even wanted to do something, they couldn't, if that makes sense. So because I just kept like taking more and more and more and more, it made it really, really hard for them to come back from that. Okay, this is more like Louis' team. Miraidon, Whimsicott, Fire Ogerpon, Urshifu, Iron Hands, and Farigiraf. This is what we see a ton. Okay, I think the changes was Urshifu from Louis' team. This team's pretty solid, obviously. It's kind of hard for me to counter. I'm gonna try, but it's kind of hard for me to counter. Let's do Tornadus and Fluttermane, kind of like we did last time. And we'll do Ogerpon and Koraidon be good here? Probably not. Yeah, I think so. If they use Urshifu, I can set up Koraidon to like lower down the damage I take from Urshifu. So it's not that bad, but it is something I'm gonna have to play around. Okay, Koraidon and Whimsicott. Okay, booster energy on Fluttermane. See if I can reset the screen. Nope. Had to give it a shot. Tailwind and Moonblast over to Miraidon. Again, if I have to sacrifice Fluttermane to do a ton of damage against Miraidon, I will do it. There's the Terra. This is going to go right to Miraidon. Fairy, okay. Okay, Whimsicott is faster. Okay. Moonblast. That's a crit, that's a lot. Dazzling Gleam. Okay, let's slide forward a little bit. That should be enough. Okay, so I don't know what Whimsicott's going to do. It could do Light Screen, which is going to lower down the damage, but what I'm hoping for is they go for Encore. If they go for Encore, which is going to go over to Tornadus, hopefully this stops that so I don't have to worry about it. But it does open the door for quite a bit of options for them. So I'm hoping that they don't take it. But there's not a whole lot that they can do now. So they're kind of in a really rough spot. Protect on Miraidon. Okay. Encore. Dazzling Gleam does not affect the Miraidon, but will hit the Whimsicott. That's quite a bit. Bleak Wind Storm will miss the Miraidon, but please hit the Whimsicott. And it doesn't. It misses. You fool. You fool. We're going to protect and Dazzling Gleam because I don't have to worry about being outsped here. But I will try to negate as much damage as I can to Tornadoes. I mean, I have to. Fluttermane, I think, can take a hit from Whimsy. But I do not know about Tornadoes. Withdrew Miraidon, so it's fine. This is probably Urshifu or Ogerpon. Gotcha. Protect. My target here is Whimsicott. Gleam. Down goes Whimsicott. That was my target. That's who I wanted to take down the entire time. 100%. This is Iron Hands. Okay. My Ogerpon. And protect Fluttermane. Pulling back Tornadus so I have another chance of A, doing Tailwind, B, putting a lot of pressure on that side of the field. And now with my Ogerpon out, I don't have to worry about Fake Out for one. I don't have to worry about Ivy Cudgel for another. Punch. Quite a bit. Quite a bit. Okay, Tailwinds are gone. Alright, let's focus on that Iron Hands. I think that's the bigger target I have to take down. Ogerpon is a little bit of an issue, but it is not a big enough issue that I can't take down with like Tornadus or anyone in the back. Should be Koraidon. Now, if it was like Qian Pao, I totally messed my setup. Okay, that goes there. I Cudgel. Boom, crit. That takes down Iron Hands. I am just so lucky with crits today. Ivy Cudgel goes right into my Ogerpon, which is going to get the KO. But they are literally down. Okay. I think they rage quitted. I think they rage quitted. I'm looking at my internet. My internet looks fine, but it could be the servers. We'll see here in a minute. But I really think that they I think they left. I mean, like, Ivy Cudgel has stage 2 crits. Oh, okay, so they did leave. It has stage 2 crits, so like that's weird. That's why people used focus energy to make those auto crits, or like the item, or just regular green Ogerpon. That's why they have those things, just because of the fact it's like, bro, like you can completely take advantage of what's happening in front of you. You just gotta be like open and okay with that. Now, I have been, like I said before, I've been lucky with crits all game, or at least all video. So I can't say, oh, this is really, really bad. Like, I've got lucky, but I don't think the crit mattered there. Honestly, I don't. I single target that Pokemon for a specific reason, and I don't think I would have lost that interaction without the crit. I don't think so. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Okay. Oh, goodness. Okay. All right. Ice Rider Calyrex, Roaring Moon, Amoonguss, Fire Ogerpon, Landorus Incarnate, and Urshifu. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be hilarious. This is going to be fun. What's the best option here? Like, if they bring on a Amoonguss, taunting Ice Rider isn't gonna do anything. If they bring on anyone else, it's not gonna be that big of a deal. But there's 2 redirectors, literally 2, and obviously Roaring Moon. Okay, so we're gonna do this for sure. Ogerpon, Ink, Rhydon. Like, Chimpao should be the better option, because it KOs Amoonguss, Landorus, and I think that's it. Like, it does nothing against Ogerpon, does nothing against Urshifu, and does nothing against the guy over on the right. Okay, so we'll try this as one. Unnerve. Okay. So Roaring Moon and Ice Rider Calyrex versus Tornadus and Fluttermane. 2 booster energies activate. Mine's speed, and there's also speed, but mine's 307, and theirs is not. I'm gonna go ahead and taunt there, and I'm just gonna go ahead and Moonblast right into Roaring Moon, which they retreat. Out comes Amoonguss, out comes... There we go. No protect. Terra goes over to Calyrex. Makes it water. Interesting. Okay. Taunt. You do nothing now. Blast. It's Ogerpon, not too much. Facial Lance, which is going to take down Fluttermane, but it's not going to do anything to Tornadus. Gonna drop him down to Sash. Doing a boost. Gonna bring out my Ogerpon now. Let's go ahead and do Bleak Wind Storm, which is going to be 100%. Horn Leech. After using the Terra, we get the +1 in attack, giving us that boost just like he had. And this should be enough to take down the Ice Rider Calyrex. Unless it did follow me. But I don't think that's going to stop me because Bleak Wind Storm hits first. There's the follow me. And I hit that Pokemon already. Hits. Takes it down. So now it's just Calyrex with a +1 Horn Leech to that slot. Can't protect. It goes down. Let's go. And it's just the Roaring Moon and whatever's left in the back. It's just those 2. And Roaring Moon doesn't get a speed boost now. Absolutely does not get a speed boost. Roaring Moon and X. Who is X? It's Landorus. Now that's a problem. I'm going to Tailwind here. And I think I'm going to Ivy Cudgel. I'm going to Ivy Cudgel the Landorus. That's my best option. I'm going to... Okay, it protects. I'm okay with that. I'm absolutely okay with that. Tailwind, because I want to go fast. Zoom, zoom. Ivy Cudgel goes into protect. I couldn't do anything to Roaring Moon to begin with. Tailwind. So now we are at even speed tiers. So Bleak Wind Storm. Can't do anything to Roaring Moon at all. I'm gonna hit Landorus. When Storm hits, drop the speed, drop the speed, drop the speed, drop the speed, drop the speed. Nope. Knockoff hits Tornadus, which I'm totally okay with. I was really hoping Landorus lost his speed. Oh, I outspeed it. Either that or I won the 50-50. It's probably just slower just so that it can work with Ice Rider. So that's probably how that's gonna work out. Bring out Koraidon now. Who is definitely going to take advantage of this. Now, he does get a boost in speed, but I don't think that's really going to matter too much. Because I'm going to go ahead and use Collision and follow me for the win. Battle's canceled. I finally did it. I finally found a strat that could maybe possibly beat Ice Rider Calyrex consistently. I just have to get lucky and they don't protect turn one. Open up where they have to pick between like, okay, do you want your Tailwind or do you not want your Tailwind? And then I stop your Trick Rooms and you can't really do anything. But I think the biggest thing that they did, their big mistake, is Terra Water in front on the second turn. Right? Because turn one, they swapped Roaring Moon, who got the booster energy proc, to bring in Ogerpon. Ogerpon gets hit by Moonblast. It doesn't take that much damage, but it opens up the door for Bleakwind Storm to get that one turn KO. And then they Terra Water on that turn. On turn two, so at the beginning, they Terra Water, KO Tornadus, or don't KO Tornadus, it goes down to 1. KO's Fluttermane. Ogerpon comes out, Ogerpon then Terras, uses Horn Leech. Woodhammer would do the same thing, if not more damage. I ignore the Ogerpon because Bleakwind Storm hits both, and because it did a quarter, like 20-25%, to Ogerpon, it gets taken down by Bleakwind Storm and does very little damage against Ice Rider Calyrex, allowing me to have a +1 attack into that slot, which because of its typing still gets a 1.5 boost for stab, and it takes it down just enough to be able to one-shot it. The 2-shot technically, but that was great. Immaculate, awesome. I enjoyed that. That was pretty dope. And that, ladies and gents of Pokefans alike, is going to be the end of today's video. Currently on the screen, we are in Ultra Ball. We are 3/4 of the way. Out of 19 battles, we are 11 wins and 8 losses. We just shuffled out a couple of Pokemon and it seems to be working in our favor. Now, before you ask, is Urshifu out of the team? Probably not. I just need to figure out a number or an item combination for that Pokemon to be exquisitely useful. As much as I like having Garf on him, after I found out that a lot of Shadow Riders can survive that hit, it's no longer a viable strat for me anymore. Having the Assault Vest on that Pokemon is not a viable strat anymore. I found out that Urshifu can in fact survive just one Astral Barrage, and that could in fact change everything about the game, at least in that versus between Rapid Strike Urshifu against Shadow Rider Calyrex. Now, is it going to stop us from doing stuff for Ice Rider? Not really. As you saw in today's video, we did fairly well against that archetype. We fought more Miraidons today than I would like to admit. We had 2 Miraidons, 2 Ice Riders, and 1 Zamazenta. I don't know. I mean, like, they're all great, right? Let's not beat around the bush. Each and every legendary that we can pick are amazing Pokemon. You could do so many good things with them. You just need to have your partner set help that strategy out. Now, a +1 to your attack when he comes out for Zacian, not bad. Is it going to be useful a lot? I think if you have like a fake out user next to it, no, I don't think it's going to be a bad thing at all. Especially if you have someone with haze that just erases like whatever that could happen, or make it Terra Ghost so it doesn't get affected by like fake out and stuff like that. You have options. Now you could remove the sword and not make it the crown form. If you do that, it's just a fairy type. It doesn't have as much stat bonuses, but that's not required. It still gets the +1 in attack. You don't need the weapon, or at least the item, to get that +1. It happens regardless. Watch previous seasons of me finding that out firsthand. It happens. Both crowned and uncrowned forms have shown up on the ladder and in the Master Ball tier, where people do a lot of their testing. So keep that in mind when you're going forward. Now, there is still some changes that I would like to make to this team. If taunt wasn't a thing, I would have probably a different option. But taunt, especially on Ice Riders, you need to have someone that's faster than them that is actually going to be able to do it. Probably Urshifu is going to be your fake or your faint taunter, because you can't, you're not going to click protect when in front of an Urshifu. There's no reason to, because they get through that with no problem. So a lot of the times you can fake them out by going, okay, taunt. And that might be where my Urshifu goes and might have taunt. Is it going to be like the super fast Pokemon on the game? No, it's not going to be, but that's totally fine because it doesn't need to be. What I'm building, and I'm going to try to build something that is going to be great. And I'm hoping to have something for you guys, hopefully by next week. Why am I saying next week? Well, I'm still on OT, guys. I'm going to do everything that I can as best as I can. Got limited time. I'm going to do it one step at a time, one day at a time. If I can get it before next week, awesome. If I can't, how the cookie crumbles. But we'll see what we can do. Got plenty of time for the regional. I'm hoping you guys enjoy the show. We're going to roll out the outro, and I'll see you guys next time. For now, though, since it is the end of the video, I want to thank you all for watching. If you guys made it up to this point, shout outs to you. Love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. That's the best way to support me as a creator and what I do. Watch the videos all the way through. And if you guys want to help support it even further, please consider leaving a like, comment down below, and hitting the subscribe button. All of those are completely free, and that's the best way that I want to run this channel. So if you guys want to do that, awesome. If you guys don't want to, then you don't have to, but it does support everything that I'm trying to do. And if you do all of those things, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I cannot wait to see you in the next upload. I'm out. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Stay warm or cool, depending on where you're at. Stay hydrated, but most importantly, stay safe. I'll see you next time.